Welcome to Curriculum Corner Brookwood edition. We are excited to share the good news in the Bristol Township School District. Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Osterbury. I'm your new principal here at Brookwood Elementary. Excited to be here, and I am looking forward to a great rest of this school year. So here we go, Tiger Pride.
From September through January, Brookwood had some awesome times. Check it out! Let's introduce you to our mascot, Turk the Tiger. Hi Turk, do you love it here at Brookwood? Does Brookwood have Tiger Pride? Lastly, what do you want to say to your fans? High five, Turk. Woo! Our school band rocked the Oxford Valley Mall and our Halloween parade. Next up, the Brookwood Band will march in the Bucks County St. Patrick's Day Parade on March 15th at 10:30 a.m. on New Falls Road.
Hi everyone, Mr. McFadden here to tell you about Brookwood Band, which is an awesome group to be involved in. Over 200 students at Brookwood are currently in the band, and they're on stage every month at our Student of the Month assemblies. They're also at the Halloween parade performing, the St. Patrick's Day parade performing, and we even played at the Oxford Valley Mall, which, like American Idol former contestants who didn't win did, which is awesome, right? Like, we're doing some cool stuff with these students and music. And we want to let you know that students can join any time of year. We have a lot of scholarship instruments that they can use if you cannot get one at the current time, and plenty of instruments to share so they can start learning. We have students join ideally in September each year, and certainly fourth grade students that are incoming, so third graders now, would be welcome to join next September. But we do have students join mid-year, and we welcome them in, and we try to get them caught up and a part of the group and playing as soon as possible. So we like to have our Brookwood Band perform and rock the crowd, and we'd love to see students join up. Maybe that aren't in it yet. If they're not there in the band, then tell them to come to see Mr. McFadden at Brookwood, and we can get them involved in our school band if they're a fourth and fifth grade student. And for third grade students, we're looking forward to all of them joining next year and making our band even bigger and better. It's going to be awesome. So join the Brookwood Band and stay tuned for more exciting music news from Brookwood Elementary School.
Hello Bristol Township, how is everyone? I hope everyone is well. Just taking an opportunity again to introduce myself really for my Brookwood people. My name is John Osterbury. I'm very excited to be here. I wanted to just let everyone know a little bit about myself. I Am is a poem that we did that I introduced to myself to the staff. I'm just going to read a little bit about myself at this point. I am from a two-parent household with 3 children that had lived in Bucks County my entire life. I am from a childhood where school was not always easy. I had that IEP. I was one of those students, starting in first grade to support with reading, math. Mrs. Olson was absolutely my amazing teacher that got me through and taught me so much. By the time I entered 5th grade, I did not need an IEP anymore. The 3 teachers that's inspired me the most was Mrs. Olson, Mrs. Hartranft, and Mr. Saft, all from Central Bucks. I am the young teacher who wanted so badly to be amazing, but realized that it would take a lot of work and dedication to get to that place. I am from an administrator that knows setting expectations and building a culture for learning can really change the lives of young people. Supporting the staff to grow as educators and can feel comfortable and safe in the building is vital. I am from Brookwood Elementary School. Something that I like to work on, you're going to hear about me as we go on, where it's a growth mindset. I think in order to have a growth mindset, you have to have a why. What are we here for? What is the purpose? My why. I personally have seen how a teacher can inspire a person and make them believe and push them toward being a better person. I am in education to offer that same thing to children. One thing I believe in, one thing that's truly, truly important is when we're here and for our students, for our staff, and for everyone, is effort. That's part of that growth mindset that we discussed earlier. We want to try. Effective effort. It's purposeful, it's targeted, it's focused. These are things that we are going to work on and we are going to live by here at Brookwood. We want kids to be problem solvers, thinkers, researchers. We want people to be able to tinker and make mistakes, but always we're going to learn from them. It costs nothing to put in effort. Power of yet. We're going to believe in that as well here, and we're going to start seeing some of those posters around. How great does it feel when you work hard for something and you accomplish it? Power of yet. It is okay to fail. Just never give up. So Bristol Township and Brookwood, let's grow. Have a growth mindset. We can't all be perfect, but we can grow. Every child deserves to be treated fairly and with dignity, and it is our job to provide them with the best education possible. Here we go. So we're excited to start something new here at Brookwood. Everyone is going to hear a little bit more about this from Ms. Cruzen, but one thing that we are going to do is we believe that we want everyone here. We want everybody excited about learning and trying. Incentives, we're going to have bi-weekly incentives for students. They can earn them on a bi-weekly basis. If they miss it one time, it's going to be okay because they always can earn it that second time. Also, we're going to start something fresh. It's called Hot Classes, here on time. Students, if you are here on time every day and we're in classes ready to go at 9:35, there is an opportunity for your class to win a donut party every other week, starting February 21st. And here comes Mrs. Cruzen to tell you more things that are going to be happening.
Hey, it's Miss Cruzen, back to tell you a little bit more about what's happening here at Brookwood Elementary. We are filming this on a Friday, so hopefully when you're watching this on Monday, we have a win. So that's why I look a little silly, but you know, if you know me well enough, go Birds. Speaking of our school-wide incentives at Brookwood Elementary, as Mr. Osterberry has mentioned already, in an effort to support a positive school climate and increase attendance, we'll be starting an incentive program here at Brookwood. At our assembly on February 11th, we'll be discussing this with the students and putting this information out there to the students. We'll be sharing some information with parents and community members to also get their buy-in and support us. All right, incentives here for the students will be bi-weekly. They could be a classroom event or be held at a larger event, almost like a dance in our, in the gym. We'll be holding them at the building during the school day. Students will be able to go to these events by having 0 discipline referrals, as well as perfect attendance for the 2-week period of time that we will be having that bi-weekly event. As Mr. Osterberry will explain to you, this can be difficult for students because we all get sick, and we know this time of year is very challenging. The thing about our incentives though is that it's every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you have a fresh start to try to earn that bi-weekly event. So if you miss one incentive for whatever reason, you can always have the opportunity to make the next one. As of right now, our scheduled incentives will be on February 28th will be our first one. Then it'll be followed up with March 14th and then March 28th, and then continuing that 2-week bi-weekly pattern. More information about the incentives will be sent out at a later time. We will be also having, as Mr. Osterberry had mentioned, hot classrooms, which stands for Here on Time. Classes that have everyone here on time can have their teacher put a little ticket into a bin, and we will pull a ticket, and every other week on the bi-weekly schedule, that class could win a donut party. So we ask that students are here by 9:35 in their classrooms, and that would constitute for a Here on Time ticket. Our first event will be held on February 21st. That will be the first time that we pull a ticket and go into that classroom and award them with a donut party. Our biggest goal is to try to get the kids excited to come to school and learn. That's what we aspire to do with these hot ticket items. So one of the incentives here at Brookwood that we'll be starting, one time we had a Paw Shop, which was a monthly event. We're hoping to have more of like a Paw Shop store where the kids can see these items when they walk by the room every day that we are setting up currently. Our Paw Shop will be opening hopefully the week of February 14th, which is today, this week. We'll be rolling out a schedule for students to get to the store, hopefully getting to the store maybe, on a weekly, bi-weekly schedule. We will also be rolling out a rolling Paw Shop where we will have a cart with all the hot items from the Paw Shop where students can use these Paw tickets to purchase different items. As well as that, we will also have a raffle each month in the cafeteria where students can use their Paw tickets to put their ticket into a bin, and each month we will raffle things off like lunch with the principal, like Chick-fil-A, or gamer time down in Miss Cruzen's room, things like that, to kind of get them as an incentive, like a buy-in to want to get these Paw tickets. A new Paw ticket is actually rolling out, which I will go over at another point. And a positive school climate here helps students to grow. These are some of the great new things that we're trying to make happen here at Brookwood.
Hi there. We hope this message finds you well. We want to take a moment to introduce ourselves to you. I'm Angela Ensig, the school counselor for students in grades 1, 3, and 5.
My name is Jenna Kosak. I'm the school counselor for K, 2, and 4. We wanted to share some of the important roles we have here at Brookwood that help support our students' academic, social, and emotional development.
What do school counselors do? Well, first, we provide individual school counseling to our students. Our students are able to get one-on-one counseling to help them address personal challenges, build self-esteem, and to develop coping strategies.
We also do group counseling. The counselor facilitates small group sessions that focus on topics such as social skills, conflict resolution, and stress management.
We also provide academic support. Sometimes we assist students in setting academic goals, developing study skills, and navigating any challenges they may face in their studies.
Crisis intervention. In times of crisis, the counselor provides immediate support and resources to ensure the safety and well-being of our students.
We also provide parent collaboration. We are available to meet with parents to discuss your child's progress, share resources, and provide guidance on how to support your child's emotional health at home.
We also work with our school-wide programs. So the counselor might implement programs and workshops on topics like bullying prevention, mental health awareness, and career exploration to foster a positive school culture.
We encourage you to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns regarding your child's well-being. If you would like to learn more about the services offered, please contact us.
Township School District has partnered with Learning Ally to support students and improve reading outcomes. Family literacy workshop, key topics covered. Explore common challenges struggling readers encounter, including dyslexia, ADHD, and other language-based learning differences. Learn how to create a nurturing home environment that fosters a love for reading and encourages confidence in struggling readers. Discover activities to support reading comprehension, fluency, and decoding skills. Q&A session. Engage in open discussion and receive personalized guidance from our expert facilitator and address specific concerns and questions. By the end of this workshop, parents will feel empowered and equipped with practical strategies for advocating for their children's literacy journey and unlocking their full potential as readers. Participate in 2 ways. 1. At home virtually. Join the Zoom session on February 20th, 2025 at 6 to 7 p.m. here. In person, attend the session at the BTSD administrator building receive training materials to work with your child at home and speak with district personnel. Information can be found in your school's weekly newsletter. Don't forget Family Engagement Nights. Brookwood, February 27th, 6 to 7. Mill Creek, February 13th, 6 to 7. Keystone, March 6th, 6 to 7. Eric Serappa will be sharing math resources for families. Check it out! The Brookwood News Network continues to share the good news about our school every week. We cover the weather, upcoming events, and birthdays. We play Guess the Staff Member. We tell everyone the character trait we are looking for that month. The news team is made up of the students from the Tiger team. Each week, students write the news, take the pictures, and film. Let's introduce you to our mascot, Turk the Tiger. Hi, Turk. Do you love it here at Brookwood? Does Brookwood have Tiger Pride? Lastly, what do you want to say to your fans? High five, Turk. Woo!
So here are some of the things that are happening at Brookwood Elementary. I'm going to start with our wonderful Tiger team. Our SWEBS program is where the Tiger team pretty much stems from. So the Tiger team consists of 5th graders who do some of the programs and help us raise funds for all the wonderful things the students get here at Brookwood Elementary. Our Tiger team does something called the School Spirit Shop, and that kind of is different than our Paw Shop. The Paw Shop is a little bit more with the tickets, which I will go over in a moment. The School Spirit Shop is something that happens on Thursday mornings. They sell items like Smensels and little spirit sticks that students can purchase for typically most things are $1. They do that before they come to school, and it takes place in both the wings, the A wing and the B wing. The Tiger team is primarily in charge of running that shop, setting it up, as well as closing the shop and putting everything away. On top of that responsibility, the Tiger team also runs our Twisty Tuesday, which happens on, you can guess, Tuesday. The students sell pretzels, soft pretzels. It's a first come, first serve, where they sit in both wings again, the A wing and the B wing. The students do it. The Tiger team does a great job of setting everything up. They bag all the pretzels. They have to come in on time. Then they actually clean everything up at the end and then return to classes. We have meetings with our Tiger team to discuss different things, like what is working here at Brookwood, what are the kids liking, what are some things that we can continue to do here at Brookwood. On top of these wonderful things the Tiger team has been doing, we also have our Paw Ticket, which is new. We have been doing a Paw Ticket for a while, but our new Paw Ticket, as you will see, tells the students why they earned that Paw Ticket. So it follows what is the code of conduct, which is I am respectful, I am responsible, I am safe, and I am prepared. This is something that the students say every single morning after the Pledge of Allegiance. Our new Paw Ticket actually just has the spot for the adult, the staff member, to give them the Paw Ticket, but to also let them know why they are receiving that. Like anyone, when you do something right, you want to know what you did right, so you can continue to keep doing that. And that's our goal here at Brookwood, is for the kids to want more of these tickets for more of these incentives, which I had already explained. Another thing that we're rolling out here is Terrific Team Tuesday. That is an incentive that we kind of do, like little bags we make or something for the staff here. We choose a team, whether it's our specialists or the 4th grade team, or it's just a group of teachers that we like to just celebrate, just kind of say, hey, you're doing a great job. We really appreciate you here at Brookwood Elementary. Another thing that we have rolled out here that goes with our SWEBS program is our Golden Paw Ticket. So this is the Golden Paw Ticket Club. This is kind of like, it's one of our Paw Tickets times 10. So when you receive this Golden Paw Ticket, that means that you have really gone above and beyond all of the expectations here at Brookwood Elementary, and we are rewarding you with this Paw Ticket. Now, a student can use that Golden Paw Ticket as 10 Paw Tickets to purchase something, or they can use it for our assembly and put their ticket into a bin, which I will pull 10 tickets at each assembly, and that student can win a $10 gift card to Five Below or another store. So the kids are pretty pumped about that, but that's a special ticket that is only given out here and there. We don't give many of them out to the staff members. And then we also have, which I've already explained, is our Hot Classroom, which stands for Here on Time, and that is every single day we expect the students to be in their classrooms by 9:35. If that class is here, if they're in their classroom by 9:35, then as I've mentioned, the teacher is able to fill out the ticket that you see, put it into a bin, and then every other Friday we choose a class that we celebrate with donuts. Another great thing that we make happen here at Brookwood Elementary, we've been doing now for I believe 6 years, piggybacking off the Twisty Tuesday. Part of those funds obviously go towards our SWEPS program, which pays for different events, different items for the students. But the Twisty Tuesday also helps give money towards a scholarship, the Heart of Davie Scholarship, that we've been awarding to Truman seniors for, like I said, I think it's been about 6 years that we've been doing this. What this scholarship is given to the students at Truman is where they show heart. Like, what have they done where they've put themselves above and beyond someone else, where they've kind of given their heart into something and proven that. And this scholarship is given with all the funds that we actually raise that in the month of March. So we do a whole school-wide event. We have every week is something different theme. And then we also do a hallway decorating contest as well in the month of March, just to have some fun, and as well as to show the students how giving back to your community is something that we do here at Brookwood Elementary. Another great thing that's happening here at Brookwood Elementary is our new program. It's called Character Strong. Each month we have a Character Strong trait. And during that month, we have our counselors as well as the classroom teachers who promote that trait and also teach lessons about it. Now, we wanted to amp that up a little bit, have a little bit of what we call here at Brookwood a brag board. So each classroom has a board outside their classroom. It depends on the month. As you can see, some of the different symbols that we chose each month. This month, we are actually going to be doing hearts again for Valentine's Day, and this month is perseverance. So, like we hope that the Eagles have perseverance on the field, we also want to teach these students different traits that are something that we can carry throughout the rest of our lives. So as each student in their classroom shows that trait, they are awarded that symbol where they get to write their name and add it to their brag board outside of their classroom. At the end of each month, we actually go around and find the classroom with the most symbols outside on their brag board. We take a picture and we highlight that in our Brookwood News Network. So some of these classrooms are the winning classrooms from those months for showing off different traits. We've already done certain traits like respect, we've done responsibility, we've shown empathy here, we've shown gratitude, and we will continue to show these character strong traits throughout the next few months until the end of the school year. All right, and as I mentioned previously, this is Miss Cruzen signing out. This is a Friday that we're filming this to go out on a Monday, so no matter what happens, go Birds.
Mr. Sarapo would like to share some important information for parents and caregivers about campus.
Hello, Bristol Township School District. My name is Eric Sarapo, and I am instructional coach here. And my main focus area to support teachers is K through 12 mathematics. Currently, I am stationed at Brookwood Elementary School, but I do rotate between Brookwood, Mill Creek, Keystone, Franklin Middle School, and Armstrong Middle School. As a K through 12 math instructional coach, I'm here to support teachers with the math instruction to see how we can bring out students' strength and make sure that they are succeeding in the class. Tonight, I'm here to show you the HMH online platform, and so that you can access it from home. Before I go into what HMH is and the focus of HMH and why we picked it, let's show you how you can access HMH yourself. So currently, you can go on to Clever, right? I would just click on Clever. At the top, I would hit log in as a student. When your child logs in as a student, it will have a platform. All the curriculum resources can be accessed through Clever. So just to show you, we have a Great Minds, that's our ELA program. We also have Studies Weekly. Tons of different resources that we use here at Bristol Township School District, especially at the elementary school. But my main focus here is the HMH Learning Platform. So once you click on that, it will take you to HMH. You do not need a username and password. Since Clever has all the students rostered in, it has the username and password saved. So all you need to do is log into Clever, find that HMH Ed icon, click on it, and it will take you to this page. So this is the landing spot for you as well as your student. If there's an assignment due online, it will be posted here. If a teacher's not using the online platform to assign work, you will have nothing here, just like how we do. There's also a virtual classroom, so no sessions are available. That is something that we could also offer, but we don't fully use that currently. Okay? So let me show you how you can access everything. You will go to Discover, and under Discover, you can select a program. That is basically the book your child's using. So as we can see, we have grade 1 all the way up to grade 8. We also have kindergarten. We also have our advanced books. We have Algebra 1 for our 8th grade middle school students. Accelerate 7th, Advanced 1, and currently we are using Advanced 2. We're making a switch from Accelerated 7th to the Advanced 2 book to more align with the Advanced 1. The Advanced 1 book is used in our 6th grade when we identify students who are proficient in advanced through PSSA and other measurements. So they would be taking an advanced 6th grade math class. They would be using the Advanced 1 book. And then in 7th grade, if we identify students who are advanced, or the students that were already identified as advanced do well, they would go into 7th grade pre-algebra using the Advanced 2 book. And then those students who are identified as advanced or proficient through the PSSA that we want to give the challenge, we do offer Algebra 1 in 8th grade, and they would use the 8th grade book. Okay. So I do want to focus on HMH and what you can do with it. But I just want to go over the focus, why we selected HMH as our math resource. HMH focuses on growth and development. So each book, each program is aligned to our PA core standards. They looked at all the standards and aligned it through the different modules and planned out through a scope and sequence. If I teach a standard here in Module 2, how would it build on in Module 3? How would it build on in Module 4? And we do that all the way up through Algebra 1. I use the 8th grade book. So as you can see, they start off with geometry, transformations and congruence. The second part is, again, transformations to build off of what we learned in Module 1. With transformations and similarities, you can have solving equations where you can practice one-step, two-step equations. But then you can get into Module 3, which, as we can see, is solve linear equations. As I clicked on just Module 3, it will take us to the online component. It's online interactive. So I can see linear equation and application. In this unit, you will use linear equations to model and solve real-world problems. That is a focus for HMH. They want to make sure that the students can transfer their knowledge to new situations, right? To new knowledge and new situations. It also goes over the why behind the how. As we know before, we used to teach math, solve the problem, work on it 50 times. So they got the skill down. But as we're noticing as we evolve and get wiser with our ages and wiser with our curriculums, we're not able to transfer it into real world problems. We know that we need to support ELA and reading in math classes so that students and everyone involved can understand the problem. But once I understand the problem, am I able to take the skill that I have in my head and know which one to apply to the situation? So that is how HMH is built. They want students to understand the why behind what they're doing. Like, why am I doing this? Why should I use this here? Over here on the left side, you will see content. Hopefully, there it was. I can see all my modules under Unit 2. So I can go to the module opener. I can go to lesson 1. Once I click on it, I can select the different task. And I can show you how this translates to the PDF version. So let's go to the Sparky line because this will back up what I was saying. So as we know in 8th grade, we're going to solve multi-step linear equations. The first thing in each module, in each lesson, is the I can. What is your child going to do or can do at the end of this lesson? So as we can see, I can solve linear equations with integer and rational number coefficients. That's how we start off each one. There's always an I can statement. So the students know what they can do after learning the topic. So as we said, it's to connect previous lessons, previous knowledge, into new knowledge and new situations. So most of our sessions have a spark your learning, if it's to build on a knowledge. So they are going to talk about baseball. Here's the situation. You work on it in class. And with the online component, you can explain how you might solve this program. Now, if you're working on this at home or if your child's absent and you know this is what they're working on, they can take their own ownership of their learning and do it here. So just as an example, explain how you might solve this problem. I would first create a plan. I don't know what the exact situation is. I just type that in. The nice thing about this is, if they're working on this from home, there's a sample answer that you and your child can sit down and look and see like, I can subtract the amount that Jordan spent on the glove and then divide that amount by 2 to find the cost for each jersey. It will give you a sample answer, especially if you're working from home, if you want to work on this with your child. They have multiple choice. They have drag and drop so that you can be there while your child is taking ownership of their learning. So which equation represents a situation if Jordan pays with 2 $50 bills? Wasn't really reading the problem, but just to show you, I can select and check. It will tell you if you were right or wrong, and then give you a little hint. What's the exact amount of the purchase? What does the exact amount cover? So if I went back, I see the 44, write and solve an equation. What would the equation and solution be if Jordan gives the clerk a single $100 bill? I can go back. So if I want to say, try again, it will keep that what's wrong. So the answer, there it is. They also have fill in the blanks. And you can do this throughout. Another piece to HMH or Turn and Talks. Turn and Talks are when we give the students a question and then they can have that math discourse with each other. We want the students talking to each other. We want to build that growth mindset. That it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not have the same thought. And the way to support the growth mindset of a child instead of a fixed mindset is having these discussions. Now, with the online platform, you are able to record it, and it will save there. And the teachers are then able to have access to it and listen. In the classrooms, they would just have a person next to them or another student next to them, and they can have those conversations. That is our HMH Intermath resource. I can show you for the younger grades. Let's take a look at third grade. Again, I selected the program. Your program should already be selected based off the grade. But if I know my child, the student, is on addition and subtraction within 1,000, it will look a little bit different, right? To suit the need of the child. Here is the module opener. Addition and subtraction within 1,000. Students can type. Right? I can type in my answers here. 90 plus 10. I would be able to check once all of them are filled. So like I said, your child can work on this at home. So they take ownership of their learning if they are out. Or if you want to sit down with your child to reinforce what they've learned, you can do that as well. Lesson 1, again, a spark your learning. They start off with the I can. Your child can use expanded form and partial sums to add 2 and 3-digit numbers. Here's a spark your learning. You can draw. They will have the turning talks. They will have more questions. So this is the interactive part of HMH Intermath. Now, just to show you, you can look at the program overview. So HMH Ed Platform Online Help for Students, right? They tell you what it is. It's a remote quick start guide. I can check that. HMH Parent Help Document, HMH Student Help Document. They have all these resources for you. Under Student Resources, here is all of the lessons, right? All 1,627 student resources for your student, for your child. If I'm looking under the type, I see ebook, student ebook versus interactive lesson. The student ebook is the PDF version of the books from school. So as I can see, table of content, I can select my module, my unit. So if I was under Module 3, Lesson 1, here is what the book will look like. Again, there's the I can statement. There's the show your thinking. The turn and talks. It is very similar to the online platform. They do have the fill in the blanks. They have a build your understanding. Building off of what we just talked about in the Spark Your Learning, they will build onto that to help make that connection. They have vocabulary checks, turn and talks, almost on every page. We want to build those math conversations in the classroom. We want them to become mathematicians, to have that growth mindset. As you can also see, there's a step it out. So take what you've learned and step it out to a different situation. They also have a check for understanding. So see if they understood what they need to do to solve these problems or this idea, or when to apply the skill to the topic. They also have on your owns, more on your owns. They do have a STEM connection. There are activities in here that are STEM related. And like I said earlier, they're not going to give you 50 problems of the same thing. They're going to cut back, right? They really want to focus on the understanding of the why and then practice the how. Here is the learning mindset. To practice again, the growth mindset. What evidence do I have that I solved the problem A correctly? To let them talk about it. To let them know, like, this is what I did. It's okay if it's not correct. Or what I did do to get the correct answer. What you can also look at are family resources as well as digital manipulatives. They have all interactive tools, such as money. If you want to practice money with your child, base 10 blocks, counters, coordinate grids, they have it all. We also have in-class manipulatives that teachers can use in the classroom. They have vocabulary, multilingual support, math language routines, and with family resources, as well as students' resources, you're able to find videos. If you're working with your child on a topic, you can search for the topic, count equal groups. HMH has a whole library of videos to support the learning at home. So I would just click the video. It will go over a problem based off count equal groups. If your child does an assignment online, assignments can be found here, as well as the scores. That is an overview of our math resource, HMH into Mathematics. If you have any other questions, I will be at the elementary's family engagement nights, focus on math, to have again another overview of HMH in person. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a great day and a great night. Bye.
Thanks for joining us today on the Bristol Township Curriculum Corner broadcast.
Welcome to Curriculum Corner Conversations.
That was closer. Which word are you having trouble with? Curriculum. Curriculum. Ulum.
Curriculum.
Curriculum.
I'll like voice it, like I'll go
Just say curriculum.
curriculum. That's fine.